What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the Munch Bros in the Nerdverse. It's me, Blastman, and joining me is
Tank Girl
and that medical queso,
Dr. Cheese.
Dr. Cheese, the cheesiest of all the robots. I mean, people.
Definitely people.
How are you two nerds this week?
Well, I thought I was gonna have to shut down my bar, but it didn't happen.
No, you are safe because you guys do your fucking job.
Well, also because my store is the top 3 in gaming.
Yeah.
And
but it's funny, they're not shutting you down because you're top 3 in gaming, but the gaming shut down.
well,
And they're like, hey, let's play restaurant today.
well, no. So what they're gonna do is you can't sit at the bar, you can't game at the bar, but they are doing table gaming, which the gamblers who want to gamble can still come in, but they have to sit at a table and they can gamble at the table.
I forgot she told me that, so I totally spaced on that. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I mean, what are they gonna do? They're just be like, you got this little corny little slot machine that they're just set on a table, like, cha-ching. Like, what's going?
No, so like, okay,
they put like an Atari on the table. Okay, win Pac-Man and you get money.
okay, so like what it is, it's like you get, the games that you would play on the machine on the bar.
Yeah, like
but
Keno.
It's like Keno, blackjack, poker, Deuces Wild, stuff like that. And they're gonna,
She has won so much money off Keno.
Dude, I've won a
Not
grand.
since I've been with her, but she's won a lot.
I've won a grand off Keno before.
Yeah, she had Irish luck. She needed to pay rent and had like a few bucks, and she's like, well, I'm gonna try Keno. And then all of a sudden, boom.
That time I won $500 off of $10.
There you go.
All right.
I was like, fuck yeah, because it wasn't my rent, it was my power was about to get shut off, and I was like, screw it, I only got $10. But
Congratulations.
So I had an idea, and it was about this situation. Like, what if instead of like Keno and poker, they were like, hey, let's really fuck with these old people and let's make them play video games for money. You get to a certain level, and we'll give you $100. You get even farther, and you want to put a little bit more money in, we'll give you $1,000, like...
What you don't understand, that would be super funny.
That would be
but
hilarious.
I know, because I have some salty players who come in, and if they drop $5,000 and don't win anything, they're pissed
Salty
off.
old people.
Dark Souls.
But the thing is, it's like they come and every single day, they'll drop between $5,000 and $10,000 in one sitting.
You know how bad you could get these people to come in and, just like he said, Dark Souls, but like, get past the first part of this level and we'll give you $10,000.
No, just Dark Souls 1 is like have them face off against the first demon. Hey, if you can beat this demon,
You get 10 G's. That game is ridiculously hard, Tank Girl.
Somebody just won 10 G's at my store. But then somebody put 20 back.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back on track there.
But that's crazy though. Like, I you know what I wish? I wish the gaming was like Vegas Vacation and they had like pick which hand, or what number am I thinking?
Oh, yeah.
Or let's play war.
Well, like what's crazy is I guess the most anybody ever won at my store since I've been there was $40,000, and the dude put it all back.
People are nuts. They're fucking nuts. That's. I'm glad that you still work because
I am one of 16 stores that are still open. They're closing over 40.
Yeah.
Because bars are going back to phase 1. But luckily, I'm not a part of that.
No,
so
you get to still make the food, the delicious food that they let you make.
Oh yes, my 3 orders that I make a day.
Right.
We did take the 4th of July off. What did you guys do?
Oh yeah.
Monkey got to see fireworks for the first time, and she loved them.
Real fireworks up in the air. I held her the whole time, and she just was like, oh.
She was waving to them.
Waving to the fireworks in the air. She loved them. She wasn't scared at all.
Yeah.
And we were like right underneath them.
Big bright colors, of course.
Well, and also
And the pops did not scare her at all.
well, and then also we did the our own fireworks, and she was just staring at it.
We had one that went off, and it was just like, a little close, and she was not scared at all. She's like, ooh, this is great. I'm like, you are my child.
I had a back up. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna get us. And what's funny is she stayed up till 11. She was so good. She stayed up way past her bedtime.
Yeah.
And it was just a fun experience for her. And it was really great that we got to do that with her. And because I was so scared that she was going to cry. But there was some people who were laying, because we did it at my dad's community, and they have a golf course, and they do it on the golf course. So we like chill on, like in the green, and they set the fireworks off in the sand.
Oh, wow.
And there was people who were already setting off fireworks before the fireworks show, and she was looking at it and she was laughing like, what is this? And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's gonna love this. She's gonna love it.
Yep. What did you do?
Well, I had a real busy week and a half.
I heard that you actually transported yourself out of the Nerdverse and went somewhere. Where's that wonderful place you went to?
I went to Sacramento, California.
Oh, never mind.
That's not.
That place.
That place is not.
We love you, Sac. We're messing with you.
Well, I went and visited my my mom and my dad, and my little brother.
Yes.
And oh boy, I was tossed off my ass the whole weekend.
Well, you also saw Vanilla Bear
Yes.
I did see Vanilla
You
and
saw
Misfit Mama.
You saw
Misfit
Veebs.
Mama. Yeah, they were doing well. It was fun seeing them. We had pizza. I played them a bunch of songs. They played me a bunch of songs.
You go to Veep's house, you're always getting Dominoes.
Yeah, pretty much.
He loves the Dominoes, and he's just like me, extra sauce.
I wish I can eat pizza.
Me too.
I
miss pizza. Maybe tomorrow I'll have a pizza.
Well, I have
A whole
heartburn.
pizza.
I get heartburn from pizza, so I don't eat it.
Also, you know.
Did you see anybody else? Like, you saw family, you saw Veebs and Misfit Mama.
I went and saw a girl.
A girl? You saw a girl.
Went and saw a girl.
He had a hot take.
I had a hot day.
How was the flight?
The flight was. I don't encourage anyone to go flying right now because like it's a petri dish. I was so scared.
Well, did you had to wear your mask the whole time, correct?
I did have to wear the mask. Well, I didn't. In the airport, you have to, right? But me, I'm so cautious that the moment I step out the door and I don't have my mask on, I'm like freaking out. So I have to go back inside, grab my mask, go back outside.
Well, how was the procedure like when you were actually on the plane? Like, was it like was people social distancing? Like, or did you have to sit next to somebody?
I had to sit next to somebody on the first flight.
Wow. So they don't social distance on planes.
No.
Well, I mean, to make their money, yeah, but you would think that would be part of this whole social distancing thing.
Right.
Like, if you have three seats, at least not let somebody sit in the middle.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you have planes that have a middle seat in each aisle, and you have planes that don't employ those planes right now. The ones that don't have the middle seats.
Right.
Well, like
I know it's cheaper. I know, but you're gonna get everybody sick. You're gonna kill everybody.
Right.
That's why people are back at phase 1.
Right.
What did you do anything else in Sacramento? I mean,
What'd you do for 4th of July?
Did you do anything?
I didn't really do anything for 4th of July. I was just sitting, just stoned off my ass at my brother's house.
Remember, the doctor partakes.
Yeah, my brother.
Does he live in Sac now?
Yeah,
Nice.
he's been living in Sac.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's my little brother.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your bigger brother.
My little brother is he's a little bit more redneck than me, and he has that history of explosives. So he had just that shit ton.
I'm giving him a name. It's P-Dog.
No, actually, his name is.
Does he have a name?
Yes, he has Bowser the Beast.
Bowser the Beast. Yes.
Yeah, he's the guy that plays Bowser on Smash. So.
That's his main. You know.
Yeah, that's his main.
Your main is.
My main is Falco.
Falco. Yep. So, well, that sounds fun. I miss Sac.
Yeah.
I don't miss living there, but I do at the same time.
I miss our family there.
I definitely miss our family.
While I was in preparation for Sacramento, though, I put Jack through a groomer.
Oh yeah, Jack.
He came out looking like an absolute poodle.
He looks so cute, and he just is little squishy. He's my
He
squishy,
looks like a puppy.
and
And he's living life.
well, I love it because they kept his face full and his tail full, and
Yeah.
I really like that.
It's kind of like what they cut Shih Tzus like. They keep them looking like a grumpy old bearded man, and then they cut their whole body down.
But the thing is I bet you anything that he feels cooler.
Oh yeah.
He feels a little bit happier, and you know what? He looks so much smaller after he got shaved.
Yeah, he was very much happy afterwards. He gave me kisses as soon as I picked him up. Big kisses all over, and he's like, He's like sitting there, and I've got him trained to where, like, if I put him in the passenger seat, he will sit the whole car ride.
Good.
Nice.
And the only time he'll move around is so he can get into the AC.
Okay, well, our week seems like it was pretty fun, and weeks actually.
So we took a little break.
It was good. But let's do some nerd news.
Nerd news.
We've had a lot of time to have some nerd news. And the doctor is going to go first.
Well, spoiler warning for if you're still watching Silicon Valley. Because in the final season, they mention a decentralized internet is an idea they had. That is an idea that they just came out with some news that they're working on making a decentralized internet with Dfinity. Now, Dfinity, what a decentralized internet is basically with Facebook and stuff like that, they are the actual computer app there is managed on Facebook's cloud server, just like the World of Warcraft you'll find over at Switch. Everything from Blizzard belongs on Switch. Now, them having that control of that space where the app is being held means that they control what data they can harvest from you.
And just so people know, he's not talking about Nintendo Switch.
No, I'm talking about this switchboard that pretty much runs our internet out here.
Yeah. It's a company.
Now, that being said, a decentralized internet is one where anytime that you're using an app, it is available on your cloud server. So instead of them controlling what data that they get to pull from you, you can get to control completely what data. And that's why everybody loves the idea of that. There are some drawbacks because it's really hard to regulate apps that way, but like if you look at Facebook, yeah, Zuckerberg hates them nipples for sure. But there are an array of troubling things that he won't block.
Yeah.
Hate speech and things like that.
Yeah. That's ridiculous. Well, that's cool. I mean, it's free internet, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a free. Well, it's free for anyone that's wary of their data.
Oh.
Their data rights.
Nice. Well, that's good. That's something that's new for the world.
Yeah.
You don't see that happen very often.
Yeah, like, well, it's very invasive that the information that these companies pull from you. Like, yeah, Spotify will set you up a nice playlist that you'll like, but then they'll also sell all that information to several companies that'll try to get you to buy things.
Yeah. Just like, Facebook and all of them. I mean, you search something under Google, and then you go on Facebook, and
your name is for sale.
Guaranteed you'll see ads all over Facebook for that very stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done it.
It's pervasive. It's in every part of life.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully that happens, and then we won't be for sale anymore.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting internet environment.
Oh, yeah. All right, Tankro, what do you have?
So
Sad news, I heard.
it is pretty sad because it's a really good series. Netflix canned Sabrina, the chilling adventures of Sabrina.
Oh, I love that series.
So right now they have part 4. Part 4 is, they announced that, after this it's going to be done. And of course, everybody knows that this is part of the Archieverse. That's what they call it. TV's Archieverse. Because you got Riverdale, then you have Sabrina, and then you have Katie Kane.
Yeah.
So
It's basically a dark Archieverse.
yeah, well, the whole entire everything is dark. It's not like happy-go-lucky, campy.
That's what
So
the TV
on Wednesday, Netflix announced that Chilling Adventures of Sabrina will be ending on Netflix after 2 seasons, which has been 4 parts each. So you get 1 part, then 2 part, then 3 part, then 4 part. That's 2 seasons. The final 8 episodes of the series are expected to debut on the streaming service later this year, with what Netflix dubs a spooky, sexy, and supernatural series finale. And it just, it kind of is sad because this is such a good show. Like, everybody knows Sabrina the Teenage Witch with Melissa Joan Hart. And we watched that when we were growing up. So when they did a dark version of Sabrina, everybody loved it.
Yeah.
Because I love the rendition. It was dark and it was creepy, and it is very sad to see but that's what Netflix does. Yeah. Netflix will cancel a show after 3 or 4 seasons every fucking time.
Yeah, no matter if it's good or bad.
Yeah, no matter what, they will always cancel it. Netflix, you're a bastard.
They killed The Get Down. That was an awesome show.
Just Disjointed.
We only got 1 season. That was hilarious sitcom
with Kathy Bates.
I mean, they canceled it because it was about a dispensary.
Yeah.
It was really stupid.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna milk Stranger Things as long as they can, though.
Stranger Things is going to be the last. This probably is going to be the last season.
Yeah.
Season 4.
Yep, it's the last one.
The curse of the Netflix.
I think they killed Santa Clarita Diet. That was a popular show.
Yeah, Santa Clarita Diet.
There's a lot of shows.
It's an interesting show.
They don't. You know why they cancel it so soon?
Why?
Because I think it was somewhere that said after 4 seasons of something that they have to actually pay people extra money, because what was it for? It was like I think it's like on merchandising or something. I can't remember. But like after 4 seasons, they have to start paying the people who are acting more money, so they cancel it before they have to do that.
It just,
They're basically being scumbags.
Yeah. It just irritates me. Like, that's one thing I hate about Netflix. Like, I love that they come up with these shows and they show everybody, like, what they can do with their production value. Like, they even have really good movies, too. But I freaking hate that if they have a hit show, they'll cancel it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they exist to make money and do not care about you.
Do you remember when Netflix you ordered it on like a movie online?
You got it. You got it in the mail.
Oh, you got it in the mail.
It was a GameFly type service.
Yeah. Then it was all of a sudden, you can watch it on your computer, and then they were like, now we can get it on your smart TV or your PlayStation. Your PlayStation first, and then it was smart TV.
Yeah, and then Redbox was like, "Fuck you, all right."
Right.
I
remember that. My mom still. I don't know if it's still even on. I think the mail service you still can get if you have a legacy account.
Redbox you can still get.
Well, I know Redbox you can. I'm talking about Netflix.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's still the movie, and they just charge you like $10, and people were like, "Okay, it's like I'm buying the movie. Who cares?"
Yeah.
Well, Netflix's mail-in service was like the nail in the coffin for Blockbuster.
Yeah.
It killed Blockbuster.
And Hollywood Video.
Dude, my favorite places to go on the weekends.
Which is funny because that was the time when Netflix was like losing money.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, boom, they were the one. Do you remember Netflix in its early days when you could watch it on TV or on computer? Mm-hmm. It was like a few good movies and then a whole bunch of freaking marijuana documentaries. like, hey, I'm a little kid. Oh, look, there's a Disney movie. Oh, weed, alcohol, weed. I'm like, whoa.
And then you had just a shit ton of indie movies.
Indie, like, horror movies.
Yeah, because like, they're cheap to get the rights to.
Right?
They still have cheap indie horror movies on there, and I love it.
Yeah.
Right. But I read also something that the Caddy Keene show is also getting axed as well.
Yeah, and that only had like 1 season, and because they canceled Riverdale.
Yep.
And they are canceling Sabrina. They're canceling the spin-off Caddy Kane. I don't know how Nancy Drew's doing. I think it had like 1 or 2 episodes, 1 or 2 seasons, and it was like.
Yeah, it's Netflix sucks in that sense, in that situation. I think that's why a lot of people like Hulu more.
Hulu is awesome, but
Hulu's booming right now.
but the thing is, what sucks
With
about
HBO Max.
well, the thing is, what sucks about Hulu is if it's streaming new seasons of certain things, they'll have like a season with one episode and then only have the current season all episodes. So like I can't watch the new Will and Grace. I have to watch it from the 3rd season of the new season. And
because in order to save space, they get rid of the first 2 seasons and have the new season come out. Then you can watch all that, and then they'll get rid of that and have the newest season after that.
And that's the only thing I don't like about Hulu, but I get why they do it, because they want to have more content. Like just
More
the
server space.
fact, just the fact that we have the HBO Max.
yeah.
I gotta watch We're Here, which is a great show.
But I mean, also, if it's an old show, they put the whole entire show on.
Oh yeah, like I've
Married with
watched
Children's all on there. The original Will and Grace is all on there.
Yep,
Scrubs,
Sex and the City
Sex
and all
and the
that.
City.
Yeah.
Hulu is good, but like that's a double-edged sword because like it's only good when you pay for the extra modules.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you got ads, you get more ads, and then you've got you can't watch your favorite shows like the only 6 seasons of Game of Thrones that exist. Yeah.
I thought there was 8.
Nope, only 6.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not 7 or 8.
That's how.
That's how fans are. I don't watch the show.
We thought there was so much more because we don't watch the show, and we felt like it dragged on forever because we're not fans of it.
We watched like the first 2 episodes,
I'm not talking about
and
Doctor,
we're like,
but me and Tank will. But yeah, Netflix, you're killing shit. They're stupid. But we still, well, actually, we don't subscribe to them. Somebody else subscribes to them and then gives it to us. So
the only thing we subscribe to,
we win on you, Netflix.
the only thing we subscribe to is Disney Plus because we use Docta's Hulu.
Doctor pays for Hulu. Another person pays for Netflix. We pay for Disney, and there you go.
Yeah. A whole community of bingers.
Yeah, we have decentralized streaming.
But the thing is, it's like we
have socialist streaming.
No, we have communal streaming. All right.
oh my god.
Da, comrade.
Comrade. Well, I mean, my news. I didn't pull it up. Wow, I'm so unprofessional.
So silly. What a silly man.
Silly willy-nilly.
Goofy boy.
Well, basically mine is all the people who like to bitch about Ben Affleck. Guess what? Batfleck is back.
Yeah.
The Batflick is back.
Tell me about it.
I'm trying to find it. I don't know why I can't find it now. There it is. So, yeah, it says supposedly, but they think that he's gonna announce it at one of these cons that's kind of like online cons that are coming up.
Yeah, because that's all you can get now is online cons.
Yeah, so basically they say that he is he obviously is most likely coming back to reshoot new scenes for the Snyder Cut. If you don't know what that is, that's Zack Snyder, the original Justice League, his version that never got told, because the version you saw and hated was Joss Whedon. And Zack Snyder.
It was half and half.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. Like I said, I don't hate all those movies. I still watch Green Lantern. I mean, I know it's not good, but like I still watch it because
even Ryan Reynolds thought it was
that's
awful.
the only Green Lantern I have. You know,
the crux of it is that you shouldn't have had a Snyder movie that ended with another director.
No.
If you wanted another director, you should have had him do the whole movie.
Yeah. But a lot of the problem was, even when he told Warner Brothers what he wanted to do, Warner Brothers was like, we don't like that. We don't need this. We don't need that. We need to get rid of it. So, like, he was like, fuck you, no. We're going to do it this way. We're going to do it my way. And then his daughter passed away, and then he had to leave. So they were like, we need to find a new director. So they found Joss Whedon, because he had just got kicked out of Disney.
Right.
And he took it, and he was like, I guess from what I hear is that even Ray Fisher like didn't like him, and a whole bunch of people on the cast, or not the cast, everybody who works on the movie, the crew, didn't like him either, because he was basically just destroying what they had worked so hard on. to fix it how he wanted it, which is, to me, if you're gonna take over for somebody, why don't you try to see their vision a little bit more, and then maybe throw a few of your things in there, but you don't go and completely take it and
you
fuck with it.
You respect the works that's already there, because like if not, you're gonna end up with a jumbled, confused mess like it did.
Yeah. So Snyder Cut is supposed to include Green Lantern. It's supposed to have Martian Manhunter, from what I hear. It's definitely having Darkseid, and Steppenwolf. So both of them are in there. And Steppenwolf is not going to look like the garbage he looked like. He's actually going to look like how they're supposed to look like.
Oh yeah.
And from what I hear, Batman's supposed to die at the end of the movie.
What?
Yeah. And if that happens, guess what? I mean, I don't think they're going to tie it in, but there's your reason for Flash going back in time.
Oh yeah,
for Flashpoint and changing it to where it's not exactly like the movie. You know how they like to change something to change it, but it's kind of similar.
Right.
Like, we need to go back in time to help Batman out from dying, but then he ends up going past it or something and changing it, and then you've got, oh look, it's Thomas Wayne now. You know, and then maybe at the end when he fixes all that, he goes back forward and stops Batman from dying.
Well, speaking on that, they were talking about Michael Keaton being in the Flashpoint.
Michael Keaton is going to be in Flashpoint, but from what I hear, I mean, from what people are saying, is Batfleck's not only going to reshoot parts for the Snyder Cut, but they think he's going to be also in the Flashpoint movie. If that's true, then maybe Dean Morgan will be, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, will be in it. And then, hey, guess what? Everybody can show up. Bring Bat Nipples Clooney back in.
Bat Nipples!
I don't know. I don't know if Val Kilmer really has the body for Batman anymore. But you can make Fat Man. I don't know.
I mean,
sorry, Kevin Smith, but Val Kilmer would be that guy now.
make a Batman that just really let himself go.
Yeah, right?
I just really want Jeffrey Dean Morgan to play Thomas Wayne again.
Yes, but like what we're saying is, if Jeffrey Dean Morgan decides all of a sudden they give him a contract and he's going to be a part of it, and Keaton's part of it, and then they say that Batfleck's going to be a part of it, then why not bring Clooney back into it? Or show like a multiverse, like they find out there's a multiverse and have like a whole bunch of, screens showing different Batman, and then just have clips from the Adam West show and have Adam West in it too.
Oh, Adam West.
Like, Adam West.
I feel like we had this conversation when we were talking about this show the last time.
Yeah, I think
it's fine.
Yeah.
What do you care? But that would be cool. They're gonna basically acknowledge all of their movies exist all in one.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, Batfleck supposedly is coming back. I know it's for the Zack Snyder, but also people may be returning as Batman for Flashpoint movie as well.
I thought he was a good Batman.
I think it'd be.
I think he's the most comic book accurate Batman we've ever had.
I think it'd be an interesting artistic liberty if they found the end of Flashpoint. If you went along with that theory, the end of Flashpoint, they found out that Ben Affleck's Batman does have to die or the world gets destroyed.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, either that or, like I said, he goes back too far, changes a lot, and then he has to go through his timeline of where his mom's alive, he doesn't have powers, he needs to get his powers again,
right.
Meets Thomas Wayne, Batman, brutal, basically locks him to a chair with chemicals around him and makes him get struck by lightning.
Just like
twice.
Yeah.
Because the first time it just burns him real bad.
And
it was brutal.
And then he does all that shit, like the whole war between the Atlanteans and the Themyscirans, and then he finally does what he needs to do, and then he goes forward in time or stops Batman from dying, and there you go. Either or.
Right.
But if he dies, then guess what? You can. So I gotta try it again. He runs into a different multiverse, and then there's your new Batman.
Yeah. Or you could have it
like us
to where you could introduce Ra's al Ghul in that series and have Batman get raised.
Yeah. Throw him in the pit, the Lazarus pit. Like I said, I still think Batfleck is the most comic accurate Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have laryngitis. He can turn his head, unlike Keaton.
Right.
He doesn't have nipples. And he doesn't look like Kilmer.
And he'll shoot you in the face.
Yeah, he has no... He's like how I would think Batman would be. Like, he doesn't use guns, but if somebody has one pointed to him, he's going to turn it and use it against the bad guy.
Yeah,
but he's not going to, like, grab it and start just capping everybody.
But, he's still got a bit of the Golden Age brutality.
Yeah, and that's fine. Golden Age Batman killed people. Enough said. People need to learn it. And now it's the Weekly Chug. Tank Girl Edition. Tank Girl, you tell us what you have because this is a secret.
So, on the last episode, I said I was going to pick something because you guys picked some shit that I did not want to drink and I was tired of it.
It's our favorite thing to do.
So, today, and you guys can't see it, but I have this wonderful black bag. They don't know what's in it.
No, other than beer. But what kind?
Ready? We are having Almanac.
Almanac? What is
Vibes Hoppy Pilsner.
It's a Pilsner.
A
hoppy Pilsner.
So,
I feel weird about this.
it is from the Almanac Brewery.
Well, why don't you tell us, like, how you came across this beer?
So, we have a awesome liquor store that we go to. Top Shelf. And I went in there, and one of the guys I usually see, his name is Jason. What up, Jason?
Jason!
He is a fan of the show. He listens to our podcast, which is awesome. And I told him, I was like, I need help. He goes, what's up? I was like, you know how I do the weekly chug? He goes, yep. I'm like, I need a beer. Help me. And he kind of showed me a few things. A lot of them I did not want to do. And he showed me this one. So this is honestly, I don't know a lot about it. I just thought it would be a good little experiment. It's crisp, crushable, and hoppy.
This is going to be weird. It's going to be a Pilsner dry hopped with, I guess how you say, Huel melon, Hallertau, Blanc, and Citra hops.
It says it's from NorCal.
NorCal. Oh, thank you. You got me something from my hood. That's great.
So, shout out to Jason at Top Shelf for helping me pick out this awesome beer. And we're going to give him a shout out later on as well.
Actually,
Alameda County.
Alameda. So it's actually technically from your area,
from my neck
from
of the
Bay
woods.
Area. Like, we're NorCal, but you're Bay NorCal.
It is also
I grew
5%
up
alcohol.
Yeah, so it's low alcohol. But you know what? I still don't think you'll like it because it's hoppy.
Well, I'm gonna try it.
But it's a Pilsner, so it might not be so harsh.
Yeah, because I like Pilsners.
But there's another thing that he also did before we tried this beer.
So also, this awesome man that I know, he said, "Hey, so I'm gonna give you something, and I want you to put it on the next show." And I'm like, "All right, what's up?" He hands me one beer, and I am not looking forward to this one.
It's called K-Ration. It's an Imperial Stout. It's from Abel Baker Brewing, and basically, we're gonna play a game after we do the weekly chug of Pogs, and loser has to chug this Imperial Stout.
That whole loaf of bread in the can.
A whole loaf of bread in the can. You ever put a beach ball in your stomach and inflate it? That's what this is gonna feel like.
That's instant
when you chug
MRE
it.
shits.
Yeah. You're gonna shit bricks after you drink this.
You're gonna build a house off this shit.
So, yeah, we're going to play Pogs after we do our weekly chug for who gets to be the lucky person who gets to chug this beer.
And I said,
oh God, it's 11%.
I know, that's why he said.
Oh God.
Oh Lord.
And what's great is he gave that to me for free. He goes, here, put this on your show.
Yeah.
Play a game. Loser has to chug. And I'm like, oh God.
Can I read what's on the K-Ration?
Yeah.
It says, during World War II, the U.S. Army produced the K-Ration, an individual daily combat food pack issued to mobile forces. These rations served as both a morale boost and a high-calorie caffeinated meal. Here, The morale boost for our troops comes in the form of this bold, roasty Imperial Stout. Oh, you're drinking a whole meal here.
I don't want to lose, so I'm going to kick whoever's ass at Pogs that I have to kick, because I am not drinking that.
It's fight or flight with this one.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Whoever has to slam that is going to have a rough day tomorrow at the gym.
It's gonna suck ass.
Lord. Dragging ass.
I feel like it's gonna be me. Every time I keep looking at this thing, I'm like, that thing's marked with my name.
I'm very much dreading the possibility that I could lose.
Right.
Knowing my luck, I will lose.
All right, let's get back to the almanac and let's try it.
Okay.
Let's give our crack for all the beer people out there. Oh shit!
Oh my god!
So did you shake this before you?
I know, right?
I was trying to. I don't think
I appreciate it.
I had to drink it. Usually I smell it before I drink it. I had to drink it because it foamed up. But, I taste the hoppy, but it's not strong.
Yeah, it does.
Ooh, that is a nice flavor.
It does have a very much Pilsner scent to it.
Smell it now.
It's not hoppy. It has a nice aftertaste.
Yeah, it smells like Pilsner.
I like this. I think this is a really good beer.
Wow. Yeah, it's it. It's a light summertime beer.
It's not something you can drink a bunch of, but still.
No.
You can have one or two. One or two, maybe three.
You know what it
I could probably have.
You know what it kind of like when you drink it? It's kind of like you're drinking air.
Yeah, I can get that.
Can you get that?
It's very light flavor.
It's like a very light flavor, so it feels like you're drinking air.
It's like fluffy.
It's kind of refreshing.
Yeah. It is refreshing.
Not too
It
heavy.
doesn't feel super carbonated, even though it is. When you drink it, carbonation usually kind of gives you a little burn on your throat. This is like she said, it's very airy and very easily washed down your throat.
Yeah, and that foam from it foaming up wasn't too bad on the taste either.
No, and foam usually is the worst part of anything.
You're supposed to have a little bit of foam. Right?
Oh, I know, but you drink the foam. You don't drink the foam, and when people say we do that, it's gross. And I know, I've done it. But this was good.
It's not very hoppy, and I think that's what I like about it. And I love Pilsners. Those are like a beer that I will always go to, but it's actually, I like it. I think it has a great flavor. Almanac Brewing Company, you kind of hit it on the head.
This is good. I like
So shout out to Jason. Thank you for helping me pick out this beer, man. It was a really good choice.
Thank you, sir. But not thank you for the K-Ration.
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
Because now we have to play for who gets to die. Okay. Tank Girl's very scared. I'm kind of scared. I think I'm going to end up being the one who loses. But first up, we're going to have Tank Girl go against Dr. Cheese and some Pogs. Because that's the only game we have right now. That's competitive like that.
Press the red button to record.
We're going to try to record this and put it on our YouTube video. It's really dark in here. You got to turn it on.
Alright.
Turn the light on.
Can we take off our headphones?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
It's recording.
Alright.
So, the Pogs game for if you get to chug the 11% K-Ration Imperial Stout.
My human hands are dreading this.
Alright, rock, paper, scissors, who goes first?
Let's see.
1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. I go first. Alright.
Oh, Tank Girl wins the rock, paper, scissors decision. Oh, she got nothing. Oh yeah, we pulled out the... Whoa. Come on, get over here. Don't touch it. Get around. We pulled out the retro Pogs, the actual retro, the old school ones from the 90s. Not the retro caps we got last time. Alright. How many did you get on that one?
1, 2. You got 3.
Oh, those two are... Push those out. Those two are not in play.
He got 3.
3.
Yeah.
Alright, restack.
Yeah, those are yours too. Put them over there.
Restack it.
God, I'm so scared.
I'm fighting for my life here.
Damn it! What is happening?
Tank Girl got nothing again.
Fuck you.
Alright.
What?
Doctor.
I'm gonna make it so hard for you.
Oh, wow. You guys are like the best Pog players ever. If you guys keep playing like this, I think I'm going to end up winning.
Nice.
Jesus. Who are you people?
People that are
God damn.
Pogs.
Can you stop touching the chair, please? There you go.
I got 1, 2, 3.
Hey, we're tied.
Oh, Jesus.
Right? You have 3 and 3?
Yep, 3 and 3.
Push yours over. There you go. Okay. Can I teach you guys how to play?
No.
You hit the edge.
I know.
Oh God, this is taking forever. You guys played that last game like so fast.
I know.
Because like I flipped everything over real quick.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck! Why is that?
Oh shit! How much was that, Tank Girl?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh no, it's looking dismal for you so far. Because now, if you lose, you gotta come after. You gotta play against me.
I'll give you a mulligan on that.
Oh, he's even giving you some mercy. Mercy, please. Please give me some mercy.
I'm so sick of this.
Make it a challenge.
She is so
I'm
loud.
drinking that beer.
Oh, he got nothing even though they flipped. That is hard to do.
I told you I'm a pro.
There you go.
1, 2,
Here's
3,
some.
4.
4.
I only got 4.
That's okay. You got something. If he doesn't flip any of those and you flip the rest of those, I'm pretty sure you could win. So basically, Tank Girl needs to flip all those in order to win. Oh. I don't think anybody is ever, like, videotaped anybody playing Pogs. Like, not even in the 90s.
You got to win the competition.
Oh, you just did what Doctor did. He flipped them and they went back.
I hate you so much right now.
Oh,
You
you got one.
Come on. Please, I don't want to drink the beer. I don't want to drink the beer.
You gotta go against me next. Oh, look at that. You got some. Will you lose the? Will you lose the slammer?
I think it went straight into the couch.
Oh, great. Well, if you lost the slammer, I guess you're gonna have to share one. And seeing how it works for the doctor, I'm pretty sure you probably want to use his. Alright, come on.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Don't got time. Doctor flops it. Tank Girl flops it. Oh shit! Look at that. There's.
Oh, it landed on the floor. It landed on the
Is
floor.
it? I can't see it, so I'm
landed on
stuck
the floor.
by a cable. So
Only one did not flip.
all right, you know how to do the last one, right?
Yep.
No, you don't. Yeah, there you go. Oh, he still didn't get it. There it is. Now we need to count. Tank Girl, let me see yours
I'm so
first.
scared.
Actually, no, let's do Doctor. Doctor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15. Tank Girl, did you beat that?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Ooh, it's Doctor versus Blast Man. I told you that beer has it out for me.
All right,
I saw that beer and I said, I'm gonna have to eat a fucking loaf of bread.
all right.
You know, I've been dreading this thing.
All right, I'm getting up. I'm passing the phone to Tank Girl. So if you don't see something for a second, that's why. Just keep it on the map.
All right. Oh, I'm so excited that I am not going to be drinking that beer. So, hell yeah.
Since I'm a new new player, I think I should go first.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Oh, look at all this garbage just on the ground. All right, let's go. All right. Let's see if my Pog skills are still here. Nothing.
So your Pog still there?
Yeah, at least I hit it. At least I hit it. I'm like,
I'm so glad.
you guys.
I'm so glad that I won.
Wow, we're doing so great.
Yeah, we're great.
We're fucking phenomenal.
Oh my god, I'm so excited right now, you guys.
Dude,
because I'm not the one
battling
bringing this beer.
I'm battling for my life right now.
I'm fighting for my life.
Fighting for my life. I want the doctor to stomach this one.
Oh,
Oh my god, I hit it and didn't move. Slammer's fucking cursed. I'm getting another one.
One of the metal slammers?
No. If the doctor chooses to use this, he can. But it's not really metal. Go ahead. It's your turn anyway.
I'm sure they're stacked right.
Oh, Jesus!
Throw it right at the tank girl.
I'm sorry.
Tank girl.
Tank girl.
Just so people know.
See, he's
It's
mad
not
at me because I
GIRL.
kicked his ass, and he's at the bottom too.
Yeah, totally meant to do that. It wasn't.
yeah.
It wasn't 100% embarrassing for me. Gotcha.
Alright. There you go.
There it is. Look at all that. How many did you get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, it's my lucky number.
Oh no, two of those don't belong in there.
Oh yeah, these ones are out because they're weird.
Gotcha.
They're good, but they're weird. There's really no clear.
So, Doctor, you have to get this whole entire stack. If you don't,
Oh no,
You
I think
lose.
he could still win by not getting the whole entire stack. You got one. You got
I
one.
got a total of 1.
Hey, look, you got Petunia and Porky Pig. That's cute.
This is a curse.
Hey, look, and it looks like they're in the gym. That's what you're not going to be doing tomorrow after you
So-
shut this beer.
what's
No,
really
I'm
great
good.
right now is their faces. Their faces are just
He's going to do
amazing.
cardio, and all of a sudden,
Ryan, I gotta run outside real quick.
blast me.
Blast man, I gotta run outside real quick.
I got one.
Move yours out off the
Yeah,
mat.
that's
I'm
yours.
sorry, this is still daunting.
There you go.
So if Blast Man,
If I
Gets-
get most of this stack, he's fucked.
yeah,
I got two. I'll take it. That's not the whole stack. If you can flip that whole stack, I'm pretty sure you
Doctor-
can win. Oh, that's a good amount, but I don't think that's a winner yet.
Doctor, it's not looking too good for you right now.
No, this is a close battle, though. That's a close battle, though. Like, if I don't get any of these and he gets the rest of those, I'm guaranteed he can win
Yeah,
this.
I have 8 now.
Oh, Doctor.
Do you want to call it or do you want to try? We're gonna finish this game. Fix it up. Fix it up. I'm gonna help you make sure it's go there so you can get the
So
rest.
right
I'm
now,
embarrassed now.
Doctor has a look
that was a
of
good hit,
defeat on his face.
I've never seen a
and-
robot cry.
Yeah.
This beautiful present from Jason at Top Shelf, the 11% Imperial Stout will be chugged
By the doctor.
by the man bot himself. But let's have the account right here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I had 8.
He had 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. You lose. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Hail to the king!
Actually, hail to the queen because I won first.
That doesn't matter. You have played another game. So, we now get to hear the doctor freaking basically gag the whole time.
Alright, well, I'm not just gonna gag the whole time. I'm gonna pour this in a large Guinness glass because it's huge. And
No offense to you, Guinness. He's pouring another beer in your glass.
I'm sorry, but the thing about it is that I've got to be able to chug this, and that is the most efficient way for me to chug.
Yeah, and also, if beer snobs, I don't understand them sometimes. They think, oh, you want a little bit ahead. No, from what I hear, you want to get it really uncarbonated if you're going to try to chug that shit. Like, you're gonna want to get a lot of foam going and just let it settle, and then just chug it. Then your stomach won't be in fucking
Dire straits.
Yeah, dire straits.
I'm sorry, doctor,
You won't
but
be making loaves of bread.
I'm very excited about this because it's not me.
It's not me either. I thought that beer was saying my name the whole time I kept looking at it.
How's it smell?
Oh yeah, it
Kind of smells like a Guinness.
Can we taste it before you drink it?
You can taste it.
Okay, let's.
It makes my job easier.
I'm gonna take the tiniest sip ever.
It's got that. I can smell like chocolate to it.
Yeah,
It
smells like Guinness. A little bit.
Oh my god,
Tart.
that is not a chuggy beer. Oh my.
Is it bread?
It's like chocolate bread. There's Tank Girl. She took a tiny sip too.
I do not
here you go.
envy you right now.
Here you go. There's your present. I'll give it right back to you.
Oh, look at that. Look how dark that beer is. Oh my god.
Real beer people know what Imperial Stout means.
Oh my god.
It means you have to chew the beer.
I hope your 4 stomachs can take this there, doctor.
I don't have 4 stomachs. I'm a human. I only have 2.
Oh my god.
Like the rest of us, right?
Let me see that can. Because you have it all poured in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that means you're going to finish it. Finish the whole beer.
Oh my god.
Alright, I need to be standing for this, so...
Yeah, you do.
We'll do it play by play.
Oh, he's going to barf. Can you bring the garbage can over here? This is a pint of beer, too. Like...
Are you gonna barf?
Oh, do you know IBUs?
Yes.
It's 50 IBUs. No, but it's harsh. I mean, it's not like hoppy
It does
harsh,
not taste good.
But that is chewing beer right there.
There's a beer you take a snack to work with.
It's a snacky
You
beer.
need to eat some ginger after this to cleanse the palate.
Throw a slice of ham in there.
It's like if you took you took a bunch of meat and you just ground it up and put it in with some water. There it is.
I could see the look on your face.
His freaking concerned face. My God, he's trying not to show it, but he knows this is fucking gonna hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, he's standing up away
right.
from his mic if you can barely hear him.
5,
4,
3, 2, 1.
Chug. Chug.
Oh God.
Chug.
Oh God.
Chug.
Oh God.
Chug. Oh my God, he has finished the beer.
Oh, there's a sink.
Oh, he is belching so hard. Oh, that ration's that's gonna come out your ass, dude.
So, what's your review?
His eyes are very red after that.
He's gonna be fucked up.
Mine eyes have seen horror that no man should.
This is for you, Jason. This is the K-Ration. It's empty.
You get the face I make when I drink a beer I don't like.
Like I get the face where you see the pictures where kids coughing.
All right. Well, if you want to try the Almanac Pilsner, Hoppy Pilsner, or if you want to take the K-Ration challenge,
Don't.
do it. Go to Top Shelf. They're at 6415 South Fort Apache Road, Suite 100, here in Las Vegas. Or if you come in from out of town, take the trip. It's, 20 minutes if there's no traffic from the strip?
They have a wall over 500 liquors.
Dude, and they don't have just bitch-ass liquors. They've got, high, expensive liquors, 50-year scotches.
Yeah.
Freaking, what else? Cristal.
Yeah.
I'd never seen
They
that. I've
have
only seen it in a rap video until I went there.
They have Don Julio,
Don
the
Julio,
expensive.
the real stuff,
Yep.
yeah. There's a $900 out liquor there, and I was like, you guys are nuts. But hey, maybe one day somebody will buy it, and I'll get to try it.
I've never been given the meat sweats by a beer that I chugged. Holy shit.
The doctor has the meat sweats from the K-Ration, but yes, check out Top Shelf and have those beers if you want.
Shout out to Jason again for this because
This was priceless, Jason.
this was priceless.
Hopefully you can do this again for us. I mean, we would definitely love to be endorsed or sponsored by Top Shelf. We love the pocket shots and everything else.
Send help.
But now, before the doctor passes away from that beer, we gotta pay our respects to some people who actually really passed.
Oh,
it's sad, I know. That's why the doctor had to get liquored up. We got 3 sad ones. We're gonna start off with Charlie Daniels.
Nope, that was a good idea.
The devil went down to Georgia. He is now gone.
I've actually seen Charlie Daniels in Pingwich, Utah, in a small little amphitheater, and I got to meet him when I was like 14.
That's pretty cool.
That is 100% dope.
He was 83, and he died of a hemorrhagic stroke. Hemorrhagic stroke.
Oh wow.
He died, and yeah, it's sad. I mean,
so Blast Man, do you know what a hemorrhagic stroke is?
It's not good.
Definitely not.
No.
So what happens with a regular stroke is the blood vessel in the brain bursts. You guys know that, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the case of hemorrhagic means bleeds. So when it bursts, it continues to bleed, and that is a fast way to die.
Yeah, that's got to be
Painful.
Is it painful? I mean, or it's in the brain, so maybe not.
It's in the brain. The brain doesn't have any
pain receptors.
Yeah. But generally speaking, if the brain knows it's in trouble, it will generalize pain. So that's where you get like headaches from when you're like dehydrated, because there's no pain receptors for dehydration. So your brain says, "Oh, well, you've got a headache."
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, if you don't know who Charlie Daniels is, he sang "The Devil Went Down to Georgia." That was his most popular song in 1979 hit. He also had a bunch of accolades and awards. He's also in the Country Music Hall of Fame, the Musicians Hall of Fame, and he is a member of the Grand Ole Opry. I don't know what the Dove Award, but it says he won the Dove Award. Oh, it's for gospel albums,
right?
And he's won the coveted Grammy Award for best country vocal performance by a duo or group.
He pioneered with just "Devil Went Down to Georgia." He pioneered the idea of being a crossover hit. He was a hit on country stations and rock stations at the same time.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
It's kind of like Jethro Tull. Jethro Tull, even though he was kind of weird, he got on rock stations and he was in all that shit.
Right.
And then he was also like in like not country, but what's it called? Folk music. Like, it was
Jethro Tull is weird music. Man.
Also, Weird Al Yankovic redid his song, "The Devil Went to Jamaica."
Yeah.
He was looking to sell some weed.
Looking to sell some weed. Yeah, that was it. So. Charlie Daniels, rest in peace. I used to listen to "The Devil Went Down to Georgia" all the time.
Which, fun fact, I've actually met Charlie Daniels.
I know, it's what you said.
That's
cool.
I'm gonna be honest. I would never disrespect Charlie Daniels by pouring that Imperial Stout out.
The doctor's still feeling it. Thank you, Jason.
His face and it's just funny to me because it's not me.
I'm sad panda.
Do you know what it feels like to be Santa with a bowl full of jelly in your stomach right now?
That's not jelly, man.
It's worse. Bowl full of bread.
It's a bowl full
Irish soda bread.
No. What I got in my stomach, I just have a stomach full of hate right now.
Stomach full of hate. His stomach's waging a war that he can't win.
Malfunctioning.
So the next up, we have Alan Dons. I think it's Dons. It may be Donis, but Dons. He was somebody who worked on National Lampoon. He passed away. It says he worked as a stand-up comic before producing films, acting, doing radio, writing about sports, and running National Lampoon magazine, and I think just the company in general.
Sounds like he was a funny guy.
He died July 8th of something you don't hear very often anymore. Bacterial meningitis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's kind
That's like rare.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was a form of bacterial meningitis that was going around that was killing like 20 to 25-year-olds a couple of years
some
back.
teenagers would get it here and there because they're sharing drinks or cigarettes and shit like that.
Yeah, but
I remember being in high school when that happened.
Yeah, that ultimately went away.
Yeah, it kind of goes away when you stop, doing that.
Bacteria are easy to avoid, though.
You can survive bacterial meningitis if you catch it quick enough. It's
true.
the viral that's just, it fucks you.
You gotta get on those antibiotics.
Well, viruses are much more terrifying than bacteria.
Well, I mean, we know we live in a world full of virus right now.
It's true.
So the next up, we have Alan Dons. I think it's Dons. It may be Donez, but Dons. He was somebody who worked on National Lampoon. He passed away. It says he worked as a stand-up comic before producing films, acting, doing radio, writing about sports, and running National Lampoon magazine. And I think just the company in general.
Sounds like he was a funny guy.
He died July 8th of something you don't hear very often anymore. Bacterial meningitis.
Oh wow,
Yeah, that's kind
that's like rare.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was a form of bacterial meningitis that was going around that was killing like 20 to 25-year-olds a couple of years
some
back.
teenagers would get it here and there because they're sharing drinks or cigarettes and shit like that.
Yeah, but
I remember being in high school when that happened.
Yeah, that ultimately went away.
Yeah, it kind of goes away when you stop, doing that.
Bacteria are easy to avoid, though.
You can survive bacterial meningitis if you catch it quick enough. It's
true.
the viral that's just, it fucks you.
You gotta get on those antibiotics.
Well, viruses are much more terrifying than bacteria.
Well, I mean, we know we live in a world full of virus right now.
It's true.
Yeah, but he died on July 8th. He was 57. He had been hospitalized for 3 weeks. So he was fighting it. It's just, I think his age probably got to him. I mean, when you got stuff like that and you're at 57, I mean, you're not old, but your body is definitely not as strong as, like we are. We're in our 30s.
Big true.
And yeah, so he passed. And that's sad. 'Cause, National Lampoon, I mean, even though we were not alive for the magazine, or I think they even had a show at one time, I don't remember. But we did see a lot of their movies, from
Vacation
from the
movies
vacation movies to the Animal House.
I used to go to the Barnes and Noble by my house, and they had old National Lampoon's magazines, and they were sort of like the Onion.
Yeah. I mean, it's like they competed, I think, with Mad a lot.
Yeah.
Because Mad had been around forever.
Yeah, they had those those crazy ass headlines that the Onion has nowadays, where it just completely lampoons everything.
Yeah, completely stupid things that people actually believe are real.
That may be why they called it National Lampoon.
They go lampoon you. The next one's sad because he was very well known in the Hollywood scene of the movies.
I was upset about this one.
It's Carl Reiner, Rob Reiner's dad, has passed away.
He was so funny.
He was in a lot of stuff. I mean, he was a TV legend. He was also the creator of the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Rob, I feel for you.
He died at 98. Dude, Rob Reiner, you don't see him much, but all the stuff we have seen him in, you think he's like in his 40s. No, he's like in his 60s. 60s or 70s.
You want to hear something really awesome? Before Carl Reiner died, him and his son did a scene from Princess Bride, because that's been going around lately. It's these actors and everything are doing little scenes from Princess Bride.
That's awesome.
And Carl played the grandfather who was reading the book, and his son was in the bed playing God, what's his name? Who plays the kid?
Fred Savage.
Fred Savage. He's Fred Savage, and he literally did this like 2 weeks before he died, and I came across it like 2 days ago, and I was so upset because that was the last thing he ever did. He read a piece from The Princess Bride, did a part of the movie, and it's on Quibi. Is that
Quibi?
Quibi? Yeah. And a lot of actors are doing it, like Paul Rudd did it, Hugh Jackman did it, and that was the last thing Carl ever did.
Quibi is real weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny when the news of him passing away. I mean, not the news of him passing away. It's funny, but Penny Lane, Tank Girl's sister, was like, he died. I'm like, that name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure who that is. I was like, I know Rob Reiner. They're like, it's his dad. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, I know who this guy is. I mean, I wasn't very well versed in who he was, but I've seen him around.
Right.
You know, it sucks that I have to say this because he's been around for so long. But the only time I think I first saw him was in the remake of Ocean's 11. Where he played Saul.
Yeah, he's Saul.
Where he kind of like fakes a heart attack, and so they can get in and get all the.
He's
money.
been on like a lot of TV shows and stuff like that too.
I know. But it's like that's where I saw him my first time, and he was like in his 80s at that time.
I mean, in the very last century is when like movies were invented.
Yeah.
So like we're on the precipice of being one of the last generations that has like all this history behind them of like this long history of movies that we're actually starting to kind of identify with these older people like Carl Reiner and stuff like that. The new generation aren't even going to be interested in.
No, I love Dick Van Dyke. Locus McBroga says no. He's seen him in Mary Poppins, but he has no desire to ever look at anything he's ever done.
Well, time is a weird thing because his proximal level to that way far away from us.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like my daughter, Monkey, she'll see him because we'll show him stuff.
Oh, she's gonna know black and white movies and all that shit.
But
So
she's not gonna care either. Like she's gonna probably love black and white movies, like her mom and her aunt does. But she's also not gonna probably really give a crap about the history of them.
Yeah, because like they can't really
understand it.
Oh, unless she actually will watch them and then have an appreciation for them and then wanting to know the history. Yeah.
That's how I was with my dad when he showed me 60s and 50s music and big band music. I wanted to know things, and he would tell me what he knew. You know, he didn't know everything. He's just like, I don't know everything, but he told me what he knew, and then because I liked what he said, I went out and found out myself, and now I'm a 34-year-old, almost 35-year-old that loves Frank Sinatra. Should not be that way.
Right.
There's a lot of people who'd be like, what?
Oh, we both love the good old Frank.
Oh yeah, I cook with
all
Frank.
of us.
Yeah.
But like, I remember when I was younger, because of my father, like I listened to 50s and 60s music, and his friends would turn on the oldies station, and I'd sing every damn song, and they're like, "How do you know all this?" I grew up with this,
right?
You know, so it's all about wanting to know.
Yeah, it's
right.
Same with me. You know, with my dad, like I grew up on the Beatles, and you know, like all that good stuff.
Well, an additional thing to think about with that being said is that every single episode that we've been on, we're like, you know, this probably wouldn't translate well. You know, this movie didn't age well.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that movies don't age well.
No.
And if you age past a certain point, that generation will look at that movie and be like, this is fucking stupid and probably racist.
Right. But basically, he had a legendary 7-decade career in television and film and books. I don't know what books he did, but it says books.
That's a fancy way of saying 70 years.
And Broadway.
But that's a lot of time.
Yeah. He died in his home in Beverly Hills, 98. It says natural causes, so he was 98.
So
natural.
COVID, gotcha.
He died of being old. So
he got the vids.
From everything I've ever read about him or heard about him, everybody said he was an amazing person. He's a great person, like not a mean person at all, and he was classically trained. He was in Broadway.
Well, he was a comedian too, so it's like he was funny.
But since he's on Broadway, you got to be classically trained. They don't just pick up anybody. He was born in the Bronx. He was a writer and director and actor. He started this is how long ago 70 years is. Think of this. He started acting, writing, and directing before World War II.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
That is a long fucking time.
But that definitely gives you some perspective. That feels like not within like a reasonable amount of time.
I know.
But Carl Reiner lived through it and affected our lives, right?
Yeah.
One of his biggest classic skits was the 2,000-Year-Old Man.
Oh wow, really?
I think it was a Mel Brooks one. like he did with Mel Brooks.
I love Mel
I
Brooks.
think he's
if I
worked with Mel
believe it.
Brooks a few times.
Oh yeah, they're friends. They're best friends.
Now, if Mel Brooks dies, I'm going to cry because I love Mel Brooks.
You're gonna cry then.
I'm gonna cry so hard.
Because he's like 98
Have you
as well.
seen Have you seen a recent picture of him? He is so fragile.
No,
like
dude,
it
they
is
all are.
so heartbreaking to
They
me.
all
And
are.
me and Penny Lane will cry and watch just a marathon of Mel Brooks
You
movies.
know how crazy it's going to be when the people our age hit 98? We're not going to be anywhere near what they looked like. We're going to be, I feel like we're going to be a lot more
Gaunt.
We're going to be able to run around. Like, it's just because the way of life has changed.
Mhm.
You know?
Everybody's more health conscious,
and all
and
that,
and since we started this diet and everything, like we're
Well, I'm not just talking to us
yeah.
in general. I'm like, like
No, we're superior to them. Okay.
we are the superior beings.
Don't you?
we're fit freaks. Now we're dicks.
Don't you ever forget.
We're better. Ooh.
Right.
We're gonna lift some weights.
Way
Where's
better
my
than you.
weight, babe? Come get it for me. My podcasting weight.
Yeah.
But yeah, he also
take some
did
pre-work.
films as The Jerk.
Yeah.
And
Oh, wow, I
And
forgot
if,
about
like
that.
you said, he wrote the TV comedy Dick Van Dyke Show.
I love the jerk.
He was born in March 20th. When do we want to guess the year?
It's been 70 years, so I'm gonna say
She's counting with her fingers. It's okay. I mean, I'd have to.
I'm gonna say 1932.
Well, that's right. Take off 10 years.
1922.
1922.
Oh my god, I was only 10 years off.
It's a good thing I didn't guess because like my concept of time is kind of out there, man.
For being part robot, you're
Hey,
not
shut
very
up.
good at mathing. He's not good at mathing.
It's hard. It's hard to kind of process the passage of time.
Hey,
It's
he has a
real weird
lump
thing.
in his stomach right now. Leave him alone.
Yeah,
The
right.
K-Ration is killing him slowly.
It's a worm that's going through my stomach.
So he's born in 1922 to two Jewish immigrants from Austria and Romania.
Oh wow.
And yeah, he was an amazing person. I mean, everything I read about him, like, I wish I knew him better. So now I have to. I have to go in and watch more of his legacy. I mean, I've seen the Dick Van Dyke Show, so right there, that tells me there's some of his legacy I already knew, and I just didn't know I was looking at it. You know?
I mean, he made the guy who made Princess Bride though, so like that's enough
true.
for me to already love him.
Yeah, and he's friends with Mel Brooks. That also tells a lot about him.
Yeah.
I guess he was, when he was 17 years old, he was a helper in a Manhattan hat making shop. His older brother got him into acting. It says he got him into acting because he spotted a notice in a newspaper touting a free drama classes sponsored by President Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So, yeah, Carl Reiner, Alan Dons, and Charlie Daniels, you will be missed, and we salute you.
I actually have something to add to that real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
So, for any Glee fans out there,
yes.
this is very tragic.
I didn't know who she was, but
Naya Rivera is presumed dead.
yeah.
Wednesday, she took a pontoon boat out with her 4-year-old son, and they went swimming in a lake in California.
From what I read, him and her were in the boat, and she dove in, or at least one of
No,
her-
they were both in there.
Okay, the 4-year-old son, she dove in, and mommy never came up. That's
So-
what I read.
So I read. I didn't read. I saw a news clip, and the boy, her son, said that they were in this lake swimming. He got in because he got into the boat because he was tired, and that was the last time he ever saw his mother.
Okay, so they must
And-
have found out more.
Yeah. So this was like 2 days ago that I saw this.
So basically, she disappeared. They knew the boat was out because they had to rent it from somewhere.
They didn't find him for
And
3 hours.
They didn't find it 3 hours, and when they found the people, I guess the sheriffs or whatever, whoever found him, not sheriffs, but the police or whoever found him, the kid was on the boat just sleeping, and because he didn't know where his mom was, so he just went to sleep, and then that was it. So they are not sure where she is.
They can't find her body. They've been ever since Wednesday. They've been looking for her, and I just read that they presume her dead.
Well, I mean, what's worse, her dying or her abandoning her child? I mean...
Well, the thing is a lot of the fans, because I kind of, I looked into it a little bit more, a lot of the fans, they were nitpicking at her last social media post, and it was, I do anything for my son, I kill for my son, and then another one was, live every day like it's your last.
Yeah, so
and then all of a sudden, bam, this was a day before she went missing.
Yeah, it sounds like some accident happened.
They're calling it a tragic accident that she could have drowned, and they can't find her body because that lake is so murky, and it has no visibility.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, if she's gone, she abandoned her kid, she's an asshole, but if she died, rest in peace. I'm sorry that this happened to you.
It's a tragic.
All four of you. But we salute you for all the contributions you made to things that are all that is nerd.
Now is the time to press F.
Press F. But yes, let's get a little happier now. We got birthdays.
They say it's your birthday.
The first one we all know.
my birthday too, yeah.
The first birthday we all know. This person is Little Kim. Lil
Kim.
She's 46 years old.
Really?
Yeah, I thought she was older, honestly.
I thought she was older too.
Do you know what her real name is?
No.
It's Kimberly.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like Snoop Dogg where it's Calvin Brodus, But Kimberly Denise Jones. She was born July 11th. I said 1974.
Common misconception that his real name is Snoop Lion.
Snoop Lion, yeah. I don't think he is anymore, because now he's with Martha Stewart, and she kind of whipped his ass and said, "You're a dog. You're Snoop Dogg."
No,
I don't think that.
She'll say, "No, you're Snoop Dogg."
You're Snoop Dogg.
She has
Now
that.
let's go make a lovely bread. That's in the can of a beer.
Listen up, Snoop. I've got this wonderful spliff that I've gone ahead and decorated with gold leaf.
Yeah, she definitely partakes. But Lil Kim, rapper, songwriter, model, actress, born in New York. Here's something I didn't know. She was discovered by Notorious B.I.G.
I didn't know that.
That's cool. So,
Have you seen what she looks like now?
She looks awful.
She has so much plastic surgery. She looks like
She used to look actually really, really pretty. And then, she's one of those people who just fuck
her
it up.
nose looks like a fucking what's it called? The Tin Man's. The Tin Man's nose.
Yeah, she messed it up, but she still seems like she's a pretty cool person. Next up, she's 46, by the way. I don't know if I said that.
Yeah.
Next up, I hope you know who this is. He was one of the men that they said they would love to play Cable in the Deadpool 2 movie, but he obviously didn't get it because
Josh Brolin.
Thanos got it.
Josh Brolin.
But it's Stephen Lang.
Really?
Stephen Lang, the muscly old man from Avatar.
He would have been a good.
He would have been, yeah.
A good Cable because he has that like rugged look, and he would
white hair, muscly.
The guy with the scar across his face in the movie.
Yeah, the one with like the 3 scars across his face.
Yeah,
The one that was
slices.
basically the bad guy. Like, he wanted to kill them all.
Obviously the bad guy, yeah.
Yeah. He's 68. He was born in 1952.
You know what? He is in such great shape for being 68 years old. That motherfucker is like, ooh.
He's a American screen and stage actor and a playwright.
I'd go to the gym with him, yeah.
The last movie I seen him in was where he was like blind and these people try to rob him and he like murders all of them because he's blind and he just...
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. I wanted to see that.
Me too. But like he just straight up murdered these people who's in his house because they tried to rob him.
Yeah.
And he's fucking blind as a bat.
Yeah, it looked like it was really tense.
Yeah.
He was known for roles including Manhunter from 1986, Gettysburg, Tombstone, Gods and Generals,
He wasn't.
Public Enemies, Don't Breathe. I think that's the one.
Yeah, it's Don't Breathe.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because if he made noise,
He can hear you.
the guys who might kill him would find him, and he had to like hide, but then pick him off. I think.
No. He walked around his house freely.
Yeah, but they
were hiding.
needed to be quiet.
Yeah, because he can hear them because he's blind and all his other senses are high. I saw like a clip from that movie and I was like,
sorry,
damn.
I'm getting it back to me. He said it says that he received Tony Award nomination for his role in 1992 Broadway production of The Speed of Darkness, and won the Saturn Award for Best Supporting Actor of his performance in James Cameron's Avatar.
He was really good in that. He was like, I see him as like an asshole in almost every movie he does, but then there's like movies where he's just completely badass.
But even when he plays an asshole, he's an amazing actor.
He really
Some
is.
people, when they play assholes, you're like, I don't like you. I'm sorry. I don't like you.
God, who's that one actor who always
Like
plays
Paul-
a douchebag?
Paul Giamatti's one of them.
Oh, I love
Like
Paul. But I love Paul Giamatti.
You learn to love him, but his asshole, you're like, fuck you.
Paul Giamatti.
John Dies at the End has Paul Giamatti in it, and I love what he does in that movie. It's so good.
I know this is like a really campy kids movie, but did you ever see Big Fat Liar?
Oh my
No.
god.
He was the biggest douche in that
With
movie.
Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes?
He steals the script the kid writes for his report, and he gets in an accident with the kid on his bike, and then he gives him a ride to where he needs to go, and he leaves his report in there, and he takes the kid's report and goes, oh, I wrote this, I'm turning it into a movie. It's going to be the biggest blockbuster hit, and then Frankie Muniz gets
Tortures
back
him
by torturing him. Like, it's funny.
Yeah, Paul, he's great.
But we got some...
I was a little too old for that movie.
So was I, but I still watched it.
I know, but like, I was too old to be interested in that movie.
Oh,
like
dude.
I was born too old to be interested in that movie.
It's funny.
I'm old.
We have it on
We'll-
Disney Plus. We'll have to watch it.
We'll watch it. You'll enjoy it.
You'll think
you're
it'd
not
be-
gonna love it and want to watch it again, but you'll like it.
Look
Most
at
of it takes. It's funny. It's on Disney Plus. Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
It's on
yeah.
Disney Plus, and most of that movie takes place at Universal Studios.
I was born old, alright?
Yes, you
Okay.
were. But those are the birthdays that were for today. But these other ones are for tomorrow, because there was I didn't know anybody else that was for today other than I think it was Alexander Hamilton. Maybe it was Hamilton. I don't remember. One of the presidents from way back when. was birthday today.
It's Alexander Hamilton.
I think it was him.
Yeah,
And I was like,
whatever,
okay,
nerds.
whatever. That's not really is that like political nerds, I guess. I don't think they'd listen to the show.
No, because
But-
they're too smart for us.
Yeah.
We got the birthdays for tomorrow. We got Brock Lesnar,
Oh, wow.
wrestler.
God,
He's
Brock
UFC.
Lesnar, that guy
Yeah,
is
he's
such a tool.
Turning 42.
He looks like a finger death punch song turned into a human.
It's true. And I don't know.
He's
I
got
don't,
tribal
dope.
tats.
I don't know if he's listening. If he'll ever listen to this, but if Showtime Ramon's listening to this, I'm gonna F5 you next time I see you. That's his
Damn.
finishing move.
Damn.
He always tells me he's gonna stunner me. Next up we have Brock Lesnar's 42. Next up we have Michelle Rodriguez.
Oh, really?
Michelle Rodriguez, Letty,
Lady.
still looking fine as can be.
She was also in Resident Evil, the first
She
one.
was. She was in.
She's a zombie.
Was it Death Proof? No, it was
No,
the
no.
other one. Planet Terror.
Yeah, she was in Planet Terror.
She's turning 41.
Was that the one with the person that got their leg cut off and they put a
Rose
shotgun?
McGowan.
No, it was like an assault rifle.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
Rose McGowan, yeah.
Yeah.
She used to be hot.
Yeah, and then she fucked that up with her face too. Next up, after Michelle Rodriguez, she turned 41. I keep forgetting if I'm telling them. We have Topher Grace,
Eric! Eric Foreman.
the horrible Venom.
Yeah, the
Oh, no, it was
inadequate
foreskin.
venom.
Eric Foreskin.
Yes.
Yeah, foreskin.
He's turning. How old do you think he's turning?
39.
He's turning 14.
41.
Oh,
That was a few years off.
And okay, well we all know who he is. Eric Foreskin, Eric Foreman.
he still looks like he's 14.
He does.
He just has that face.
After the 41-year-old Topher Grace, we have Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy?
Charlie Murphy.
He has to be in like his 60s or like his late 50s, early 60s.
Pick an age.
I'm gonna say late 50s.
Okay, pick an age.
58.
59.
You're close. It's 57.
Oh.
He's 57. He still looks like his brother, and he still looks pretty young. He doesn't look too bad.
No, Charlie Murphy.
So Dr. Cheese is totally filling that beer.
I am 100% feeling that beer.
I could tell because you're dancing over there.
Did you see me like having an apotheosis? I was like, oh,
I think
I'm drunk now.
In order for you to actually chug that beer, I think you shut your brain off.
I did.
Next up, we have. You guys probably won't know him by his name, but I'll tell you who he played. Eric Pursullivan, also known as Dewey from
Malcolm in the Middle.
He has to be like in his late 30s.
How old?
37.
How old?
34.
28. He's still a baby.
I'm
He
older
is
than
still a
him?
baby.
I'm older than him.
Yeah.
No. Oh
But
my.
it's okay. His ears are bigger than yours.
I feel so bad for him that he has some big ass ears. He
But
has
you
to
know
grow
what?
his hair out long to hide those ears.
But you know what? He still probably has a lot of stuff he does, and just nobody knows that he does it. So
I thought he was like at least in his 30s.
I was about to guess that he was a 4,000-year-old elf.
right.
Right.
And then last up, he's fabulous. He loves giving people motivation.
Is it my birthday soon?
No.
Oh.
He loves to give people motivation to lose weight.
Oh my god, I know who it is. I know who it is. It's yes.
Richard.
Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons, yeah. Come on, work it.
I'm a pony.
I'm a pony.
I know that really wasn't him. That was actually Eddie Murphy dressed up as him who said that.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you watch the Nutty Professor, when Richard Simmons comes on there, it's actually Eddie Murphy
I'm a
dressed
pony.
up
I'm a pony.
What?
as Richard Simmons.
I kind of want to know how much work Eddie Murphy had to do for that movie. Like,
Right. He did almost every character.
yeah, it's
He
like,
did like 6 or 7 characters.
I wonder if like the director said to him, "Look, I can't have you playing every single character in the movie. All right, you got to stop." And he's just like sitting there, like, "No, I want to play everyone."
You know what's funny
Richard
is
Simmons.
they just finished wrapping Coming to America 2.
I know, that's so crazy that's happening.
And he says that because he doesn't like doing it anymore. When he was younger, he didn't mind. But for him to do all these different characters and get all to these different body types and bodysuits and makeup and everything, he's old. So he's like, it's just, I get worn out by it.
Well, I
But he
think
says that this is the last time he'll ever do a movie where he plays multiple
I
characters.
think he's older than his brother.
Yeah, he is. He's like
So
in
he's
his
gotta be in
60s.
his 60s,
Yeah, he's in
early
his 60s. I bet Richard Simmons is in his 70s, like 73.
How old do you think, Doctor?
Eddie Murphy?
No, Richard
Richard
Simmons.
Simmons.
Richard Simmons. He is 67.
He's 71.
Oh, I'm closer.
71.
I said 73.
Oh, nice. But
So-
you were over.
Those are the birthdays.
Oh, well, we're doing Price is Right rules. If you're over, you're done.
No, go on.
So, the birthdays, happy birthday to every single one of you.
Happy birthday.
Even though you'll never probably hear me, but hey, I said it. Now you owe me.
You owe
I
me
know
your
you're listening.
life.
Now we're going to bring something back that we haven't done in a long while.
Oh, no.
We're bringing back Galaxy Brain.
Oh, wow.
This one's going to be a little bit, I mean, it's a little bit more fun. It's not as deep as
That's where
the
I shoot
last
my
one.
brain out into space, right?
That will sometimes.
Okay.
But the last one was a very deep,
Emotional.
emotional one.
I've cried.
This one I tried to come up with a little bit funnier. I mean, they might not be as long of a talk, so it's
That's
not bad.
fine.
So we have 3 categories, like always. This one I've got. I mean, if people don't know, let me explain it. Galaxy Brain is where we talk a little bit more in depth, but this one might be a little bit more campier. So just deal with it. There's 3 categories, and these 2 are going to tell me which one they want, and we're gonna do that one this time. That means the next show we'll do the second, or one of the 2 that are left, and then the third show we will do the last one, and then we will wait a while before we do it again. So Tank Girl and Dr. Cheese, would you like the nature category, the earth category, or the money category?
Earth.
I'm down with Earth.
Earth. If humans never existed, do you think Earth would find a way to destroy itself without the help of us?
Yes.
Yes. Explain.
Okay, so you already understand that in about 300 trillion years from now, there's going to be a heat death of the universe, right? Okay,
Our star's gonna explode, right?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the sun, though, like the Earth itself.
I understand, but planets have a life and death cycle, too. And it happens to have to do with their local star. It is 100% true that heat death will cause that planet to explode. Or freeze over.
Now, let's say without that, like more of a smaller amount of time, maybe not trillions, but you think the world would completely change from what we know it as? If there was only like a small tribe of humans on this planet, right, and it was just all foliage, like what it originally would be, other than the deserts that we have and the oceans, do you think the world would completely change itself without the help of human intervention? Obviously, like within 1,000,000 years, do you think that we would be completely different? Like, would the plants die off, but new plants would come? Maybe new animals from
So animals and insects and all that. So the only thing that is not here is the human race, or like a little small group of humans, but we're not advanced.
No, we're basically hunters and gatherers forever.
Okay.
Do you think the world, in the humans being around, do you think it basically would destroy itself? It's pretty normal if you think about how the planet formed. It was utter chaos. Like, it was a molten rock planet full of lava,
Right.
getting asteroids not asteroids, but comets and meteors striking it constantly. Do you think that could happen again before the sun explodes?
Tank Girl, you go first and I'll answer after that.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to explain So I think that if there was only a small group of humans, we were only hunters and gatherers. That's it. We don't know no technology. There's no pollution in the air from our machines and everything. I think that with the plants and the animals, they would evolve more, and it would cause a lot of destruction because over time, humans, they kill plants, they kill animals, it's just the way of life. But I think if animals and plants were the majority of the world, I think plants would evolve into killing actual living, walking things. And I think maybe there'd be so much plants that they would produce so much oxygen. Because, if you get too much oxygen, you could suffocate. So maybe, like it just depends.
Your body would change for it.
Yeah, but if it's like they give it off so much, they can kill everything around them and basically make the planet destroy itself. Now, it won't blow up or anything, but probably other than plants, everything else would die. I would think, like animals. Insects usually can survive certain things because they don't really breathe oxygen. They have like some other shit.
Do, but they don't do it on the scale that we need.
Yeah.
Like, they need very minimal amount.
Yeah, but I think
they're small.
But I think that if plants basically, because they would overrule. Like, if you ever see like those shows where what happens if humans didn't exist, it's called What If. That's it. It's called What If. They had an episode where if humans didn't exist, literally the whole world would be a forest besides the deserts and everything, because that would be kind of bare. But anything that has forest or forestry, whatever, it would overrule. And basically it would be what's the word? Inhabitable for anything else, and it would potentially kill animals and whatever humans are alive.
Did you ever hear of or taught that when the dinosaurs existed, why everything was so big?
Because
there was more oxygen.
Yeah.
So everything changed for that, and everything grew. That's why we had like the redwoods so big, and the animals were so big,
and the bugs were so big too.
Do you guys know why the physiology of that works?
Why?
It's because when you breathe in, and you have the oxygen coming into your lungs, it spreads it out among your muscles. So it made it to where those muscles were a lot more. Well, they were needing to be used in order to in order to use that level of oxygen. So they would need to become a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Of animals
to take in all that oxygen. Otherwise, they would die, like you said, because it would be uninhabitable. What did you have to say about this situation?
Okay, so there are 2 cards that I need to play right now. Okay? Humans believe and have strongly believed in extraterrestrial beings for a long time. During this coronavirus, we have been revealed that UFOs are real.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
That's my card on the table, right? Second card on the table is that life finds a way.
Yeah.
Right?
Do not quote Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park.
Life finds a way. All right, so
do you know the way?
No.
To San Jose?
Absolutely not.
He does, actually.
Unfortunately. No. So those 2 cards being on the table, I think that the only way that humans could stay in hunter-gatherer mode is if there were an outside source causing them not to, or causing them not to advance. Because the more meats they eat, the more they survive. The more they get smart, the more they commune together, start creating, more habitable structures,
So either you would say that to stay that way, or they would have to have extraterrestrial intervention or divine intervention, like a spirit or something stopping them from getting bigger and better and smarter.
Right, or a better version of humans, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, that being said, with the whole UFO things, do you know why we're so adamant that aliens exist?
Because the ancient Egyptians were very like, these people came down from the sun.
It's not just them, but
they're one of the ones.
I think it's because we don't want to believe we're alone.
Yes. There's also the fact that the universe is a gigantic expanse.
It's almost never ending because it's never ending. It's infinite to us because we cannot find the end.
Yeah, we could find the end theoretically, but that being said, the universe is like in such a way that it's curved, right?
Yeah.
So that end we would never be able to see unless we had.
I like the example that Cosmos did. I know a lot of people don't like him, but they say when we find a wall of where we can see, we just keep going until we get there, and then we basically shoot another arrow out to find where the next wall is. We just keep going. So,
well, because the universe seems so infinite, it's just hard to process the idea that we would be the only habitable zone, because habitable zones means there's life there. Because where life can exist, it will.
Yeah.
We are.
That's my second card on the table.
We are a needle point in the universe. Just us. We are just the tip of a much bigger
tip.
You're a bitch.
Dirty joke.
So humanity.
Yes, the dirty one.
humanity is very destructive to itself. But the planet has this thing called homeostasis.
I know what that is.
Yeah, when we die off, the planet will still exist until it stops existing.
And either it's going to be destroyed by man or by our wonderful star.
So, is it going to destroy itself, Tank Girl?
Yes.
Doctor.
Eventually, yeah.
Okay. There you go. That is Galaxy Brain for this time.
Brain.
And nobody shed a tear. It was great.
The last
The
set,
first one of the last set was very deep.
I got emotional
That's the point
real
of this.
quick.
Is everybody gets to get deep,
Right.
Because the show's not supposed to be deep, but that I made this up, or me and Doctor made this up, so everybody could be at least once or twice or 3 times in a couple episodes. Now we got On the Radar. Another one came back. Another segment. On the Radar's here. I mean, it's just something we're just going to talk a little quick about. 4-ish things. And their movies. Their On the Radar basically is stuff that's coming out, and we're looking forward to see it. This week's On the Radar, Jurassic World 3.
Yes. And the original cast is going to be in there.
The original cast.
Oh, wow.
Laura Dern. I forgot what.
Sam something.
Sam Rockwell. No, Sam. I can't remember his last
It's
name.
not Sam Rockwell.
No, it's. I
You
can't
guys are
remember.
both wrong. It's Jeff Goldblum.
Okay, Jeff Goldblum's in this. Yes, with Laura Dern and Sam, whatever his last name is. She's gonna look it up right now.
And also Jeff Goldblum.
And
You
Jessica-
cannot forget Jeff Goldblum.
And Jeff
Yeah, right.
Goldblum. Don't forget Jeff Goldblum as well.
Right.
Sam Neill
Sam Neill. That's what it was.
plays
Sorry,
Alan
Sam Neill.
Grant.
But yeah, that's gonna be awesome. And dude, like the last Jurassic World, which wasn't the best. First one was, I think, so far the best. But now they left it off with Blue, the raptor. That was like the smart one, the alpha, basically. Well, not the alpha. He was the beta.
Because Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt was the alpha. Basically, they came to the mainland, and guess where he was? Where was Blue? You guys
Somewhere
remember?
it was somewhere in Arizona. He looks
he
good.
was here in Vegas.
Oh yeah, because
I swear to God, it's up on the mountain right here next to where we are.
he was looking down on a housing community.
Right? And I was just like,
Well-
because you can see the strip in the background. So it was Vegas.
Blue, if you come find me, I will punch you in the face.
Put you right in the freaking face.
Right in the face.
Well, remember Jeff Goldblum was in the last Jurassic World movie, and
Yeah.
he sat there and said, "Life finds a way."
Yeah, he said it again.
Life,
Finds a way.
So Blue, if you harm a hair on Jeff Goldblum, I'm coming after you.
Blue, you couldn't see me? Then fight me.
Well, I did like the last Jurassic World movie because
I didn't hate it. I thought it was good.
well, the fact that this hybrid raptor was like nuts and like was taunting that little girl and shit, like
yeah, that
that
thing was
fucking freaked me out.
Dude, they
Right.
always make some creepy ass dinosaur. Like even the first one, it was like, oh, I'm basically a T-Rex hybrid, but look at me, I'm camouflage. You can't see me. I'm like,
It's like, stop doing that. And what's so funny is like I don't know if it was real or not, but it was like, oh, we can recreate dinosaurs, and under it was a meme of somebody going like this, and it said, "Did you not watch the movies?"
It's like, these dinosaurs, they're really dangerous and they killed a lot of people. But you know what would be better? If they killed a lot more.
it would be better if we made them even more unstoppable and scary.
The fact that we can sell them to the government and they can be weaponized.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Thanks, rich old white people.
Yeah, right? Thank you.
You
We
bastards.
always need better weapons. But yeah, that's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see what the original cast gets to do, because it's going to also have Howard, God, what's his name? Opie. His daughter.
Oh, Dallas Bryce Howard.
Howard. Yeah,
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard. Okay. I can't wait to see what the original cast gets to do in the movie. Because not only the original cast, but they're going to have Bryce Howard, which is Ron Howard's
Dallas Bryce Howard.
Dallas Bryce Howard, yeah.
Chris
which
Pratt.
is Ron Howard's daughter, and Chris Pratt in it.
Wait, was Dallas Bryce Howard the mermaid in that Shyamalan movie?
Lady in the Water. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
She does look like Ron Howard, though.
She's been, yeah. But she's been in all three of them. She's a main character now. And
She's a
I can't wait to
scientist.
see what they do. It's going to be awesome.
Scientist.
I feel like if Florence and the Machine ever have a biopic, they would use Dallas Bryce Howard as Florence.
Nice. But yeah, I can't wait to see this because I wonder if they're going to have any more dinosaurs dying tragically like the second one.
I don't even want to
The
talk about this.
Brontosaurus, oh, the volcano. And then just dead. I was like, that's the saddest fucking part ever.
It was like so heartbreaking that they just all fucking died.
It's just like, oh my god. So,
I don't care. It was a fucking dinosaur. What the fuck?
it was a good dinosaur.
I don't care.
It was like a baby brontosaurus.
I don't care. It was the best dinosaur. I don't
You know
care
what?
if it was a dinosaur that looked like Baby Yoda.
You would care if it was freaking Barney.
Oh no, you know what?
Yeah, I would have kicked him in.
You know what? It could have been Littlefoot from when he was older.
Oh, dude.
You ever seen that?
Why you trying to kill Littlefoot, Doctor?
Yeah, why are you trying to kill Littlefoot?
You know what? His favorite food was a star leaf. He can eat my star, alright?
Alright, enough Jurassic World. Especially when it comes to your loaf bacon starleaf. The K-Ration.
Hot take. Fuck dinosaurs.
The next up on the radar, there's supposedly a Zatanna movie being made.
Zatanna?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
they're talking about a Zatanna movie.
I love it.
And a new Constantine movie.
Hell yeah.
A lot of people want Keanu Reeves to play Constantine, but I
No.
actually want
Sorry,
the
bro.
actual guy who plays Constantine in the show to play Constantine because he did really
I
good.
didn't really
Right.
research it, but I think that's who they're gonna go with.
I really hope so because he did good in the show and in the DC animated movies.
And also in real life, he's actually Constantine.
Yeah, he really is.
Mm-hmm. In his real
Listen,
life.
John
people,
Constantine.
Listen, people. Everybody at this table in the Nerdverse loves Keanu Reeves, but stop trying to put him in everything. You're gonna kill his career because you keep overacting him.
Don't Will
You know?
Smith him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
keep-
let's not Will Smith him.
Don't Will
Alright,
Smith him.
keep him in John Wick forever. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all you need.
I mean, there's a fourth John Wick coming out,
yeah.
so
I mean, John Wick is just entertaining.
And just the fact that he's going to be, Ted.
yeah, Ted again.
Yeah.
but
That's
yeah,
it.
Constantine and Zatanna movie supposedly coming out. Like, two of the Justice League Dark people have movies. Are we gonna have a Justice League Dark movie
I hope
eventually?
so. That would be so awesome.
If those movies
I would
perform, I don't see why they wouldn't.
I would love to see how they do Etrigan.
Etrigan or Deadman.
Etrigan is always with Justice League Dark.
Oh,
Yeah, and that's gonna be full CGI character.
It has to be.
Crazy.
Well, even if they did Swamp Thing, I mean, yeah, they could do what the show was, but that cost a lot of money. That's why that show went off the air.
After
but now
2
it's
seasons.
on CW.
All right.
I think it's on CW now.
Controversial prediction.
CW has done really good with DC shows.
Yeah.
Right.
Just saying.
Controversial prediction, all right?
All right.
You know who they're going to base the face of Etrigan on? According to my prediction,
Jar Jar Binks.
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin. He's just gonna play every fucking monster.
Fuck Josh
He's
Brolin.
like his every bad guy. And
Well-
he's every bad guy that you can identify
Or
with.
every bad guy you actually like.
He is such a good bad guy, though. But you know what? He'll always be Brad.
Brand.
Oh, Brand. That's what it is. He'll always be Brand.
So my prediction is if Constantine and Zatanna movie actually pull it off, I feel like they'll do a Justice League Dark movie.
I really hope because that
Unless
would
they've
be.
already announced it, but I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen anything, but that would be awesome if they. And I think we talked about that too. If they made a live version of it.
That would be just like my dream because like I absolutely love occult stuff, and DC is just my thing.
Yeah, right.
So like
It's a
those
jam.
That's like peanut butter and my chocolate, chocolate and my peanut butter. I just love it.
Do you want to hear this? Like, sometimes somebody big shows up in the Justice League Dark, and that's Batman. So if they really wanted to bring him in, he could be in it.
I would love Batfleck in a Justice League Dark.
I would be okay with it being another universe and having a new Batman.
Ooh.
But Batfleck too, I'm down with it.
Ooh.
Big true.
Ooh.
What?
Put this through your head.
No.
Henry Cavill is coming back as Superman, correct? Mm-hmm. It is official. Now, if they do a Justice League Dark, like how we watch, if it was kind of like an apocalypse war or like whatever, and you see Henry Cavill as that Superman, where he has the kryptonite tattoo, and he's basically a weak man. I think Henry Cavill can pull that off.
It's like a Dark Side War.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Justice League Dark movie. That'd be interesting.
You know, I would love for them to make when they do the Snyder cut. I would love for them to make fun of that whole like mustache situation by having Superman come back with like a full beard,
right?
And then
him doing the cutoff thing, like scratching off his beard.
Yeah.
Wasn't that in one of the movies?
In Man of Steel.
Oh, it wasn't Man of Steel.
Yeah, he cut off his beard that way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that would be cool. They definitely need to go like a Doctor Strange kind of thing when they do the Zatanna movie.
Totally.
Like where it's like just trippy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Constantine's gotta be kind of gritty, but then also very occulty. And then you gotta give it that slight bit of fun so people don't get out of it.
Yeah, but very what I would call chaos magic.
Yeah, like he's gotta be an asshole British person. Like, in order to really pull it off. I mean, that's what Constantine really
John
is.
Constantine.
I know, but like, they gotta make it to where it makes you laugh sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And then make him really serious when he needs to be. So, that's how I feel like they can make those movies work. Visually, they have to make it work that way, too.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they... Dude, for a Constantine movie, don't just make it about a complete occult. I mean, yes, make it a complete occult, but like... show little cameos of characters, like have him go to do his little thing where he can transport himself somewhere and have him talk to Etrigan for like 2 minutes.
Right.
Like, hey, I might want to put together a team. If so, I'll give you a call, and then fucking leave. Like, alright, DC, so just make those movies and don't fuck up.
Right.
The next one's on my radar. I just heard about it the other day, and that's a Ready Player One sequel.
What?
I don't know how they can make a sequel for that one.
I was thinking about it, and I was like, what are you gonna call it, Ready Player 2? I mean, or what video games used to, because it's all based off old retro video games.
Which is awesome. That's such a good movie.
The thing that used to happen on fighting games was if somebody was playing, you could put a quarter in, and it would set a new challenger approaches. Call it that. That'd be a cool name.
Yeah.
Maybe it's somebody who's challenging him and who wants to take his company away, or business or stock and shit.
It's the company
that he won from getting that Easter egg, those Easter eggs, and he has to, and they're like bad, and they're forcing their way in, and he's gonna have to fight for them to not do that.
It's probably just going to be another grab bag of nostalgia based on whatever the author liked as a kid.
But that's okay with me.
Because you liked all the same things.
The first movie was amazing. Yeah.
The first movie
that guy was my friend. You just didn't know it.
The first movie I really enjoyed. I liked the cinematography of it. Like, I like how when they go into this world, it's just like this awesome like virtual VR world, and like you can get all the cool like
I wanted to live in that world.
Wasn't TJ Miller in that too? Yeah, he played like the big goon, and he ended up losing all his coins and shit.
He was a dick, but then he ended up losing. But yeah,
would you guys both agree though that movie is fan service the movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like everything I wanted was in that movie.
Yeah, like, and
he's like, look, I got the fucking DeLorean. I'm like, this is amazing. Bigfoot, oh, amazing. And I'm talking about the monster truck. Like,
I just
Akira
I don't know how they're going to make a sequel to that, like, and make it just as good as the first, because the first one was just absolutely amazing. I loved watching it.
I mean, the Doctor's a book guy. Do you know of a sequel book that's out for this? Because this was based off a book.
I couldn't get through the first book.
There's probably a lot more shit going on.
It was complicated.
It didn't hold my interest.
Yeah, but do you know if there's a sequel to the book?
Because it didn't hold my interest, I didn't keep up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, research that one, because if there's no sequel book, then this is coming straight off, of Universal.
Like that's never been heard of before.
Right?
Let's see.
Isn't Jurassic World just straight out there, out of their mind?
Michael Crichton wrote like 3 books.
I know he did, but did he write Jurassic Park and then Lost World and then
I have no
Jurassic
idea.
World and all that?
I have no idea.
Did.
Michael Crichton's way too dry for me.
Yeah, right?
Dude, I can't read his shit. It's like I can't read Ready Player One, but for different reasons. It's like, yeah, I know, I have ADHD too.
Yeah.
So what I'm seeing is that they have a book, and they're saying something about they're gonna release a second one in November, an actual book.
Okay, so it's not out.
And it's gonna be called Ready Player 2.
Okay.
Of course,
Why not?
of course. Fan service, the movie would have the most obvious sequel.
Like that's what I'm seeing. Maybe hold on.
No, I see that too. I've researched it too.
Yeah.
Like I'm seeing that.
Yeah, it's scheduled to be released on November 24th, 2020.
Well, I'm itched. I can't wait to see it. I mean, give me more. Show me different worlds you can go to. Show me different amazing things you can buy in that world.
Right.
Like they did. It was awesome. Like it was so good. Like I said, not even just vehicles. There was characters from different things.
Spend billions of dollars gathering IP rights for this movie, okay?
Right? And then dude, what's his one friend who played the orc? Or not orc. It was the person who built everything.
No,
He was like, "Oh, you're a cool dude," and then he ends up finding the real world. It's actually a chick.
yeah, it was a black woman.
But she played kind of like an orc character. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But
and then that awesome Asian dude was like the little, the little kid.
But she in her shop, they had the Iron Giant.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "What? You just got everything in here."
Well, remember when we watched it, we were like, oh my god, look at this, oh my god, look at this. Like every few seconds we're like, oh my god, look at this, oh my god, look at this. Like we weren't even paying attention to the movie, we were looking for all the nostalgic things that was in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like when I watched that Teen Titans movie.
Yep. The Teen Titans.
Go to the movies.
Even though people may think it's stupid, those movies are some of the best, darkest, best movies with so many Easter eggs.
Kids, ask your parents where babies come from.
Oh, that's the greatest thing ever.
That was
ridiculous.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So.
Yeah, me too. I think it's going to be a really good. I'm hoping it's going to be really good because the first one was amazing.
I mean, I think Steven Spielberg still has his hands in it. So that's good.
Steven Spielberg does a lot of good shit.
Pretty much gold comes from that guy.
He shits gold.
Right? Now you might just touch everything. Gold. But yeah, that's cool.
Gold poop bacteria, gotcha.
It's not like the bread coming out your ass tonight from that K-Ration.
That's gonna take like a week to get out.
You're gonna be weak after it gets out.
It's gonna work its way through my system, and I'm gonna be a husk of a man afterwards.
Well, we should tell you this if you didn't already know. I think we said it last time, but we are gonna be on pretty much all platforms here soon. We right now, I mean, the only things we're not on is iTunes and Google Music yet, but we will be soon. Probably this next week.
I mean, pretty much by the time we upload this episode, we're gonna be on there.
Yeah, so we're on Spotify, Podchaser. What else, Doctor?
Let me pull up a list real quick.
I always forget the other ones.
Also,
because I never heard of them until we actually were on them.
Our YouTube.
Right. So we've got
there's YouTube.
Follow us on YouTube.
We're on Spotify, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Deezer, and Listen Notes currently.
once we get on Apple Podcast, we're also going to be on Overcast, Pocket Cast, Castro, and Castbox.
I thought we were going to try to be on iHeartRadio too.
We're working on that.
We're working on that.
Okay.
And then also, when you get on stuff like iTunes and Google Music and iHeartRadio, you can also be accessed to, eventually Pandora. Then you get access to Alexa.
And
You
then
listen to us on Alexa
all
eventually, too.
I can say is, Alexa, play Munch Bros.
Yeah.
Right.
And that would be cool. I mean, then the CIA really can listen to us.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we would be shut down so quick.
I'm definitely interested in the FBI
Oh,
listening to
yeah.
us.
Dude, I want to hear us on Alexa. I mean, are we going to be bleeped when I say fuck?
Fuck!
So, well, I mean, that's pretty much it. Other than we've got the special thing we have at the end of every episode.
Oh,
Every episode.
What's that?
Every
It's a
single.
Tank Girl one-liner.
Dang.
Give me that one-liner, funky white girl.
You know what's weird?
What?
That we cook bacon, but bake cookies.
Oh.
Well, the doctor's baking cookies right now.
I'm also cooking bacon, right?
Cooking bacon, but we
With
bake
these
cookies.
With these meat sweats. Oh.
Well, that's too much for me to think about, so I'm going to say goodnight. Well, thank you, everybody, for listening to us tonight. I'm Blastman.
Tank Girl.
And I'm Dr. Cheese.
And hi-ho silver away.
I never wanna hold you back. I wanna give you every chance.